In this video, I'm going to tell you about a new brand and a new design of puzzle mats. It's Uxio puzzle mats. The publisher contacted me, asked me if I wanted to take a look. They were kind enough to send a review copy, and so today I'm going to tell about Uxio. I love puzzle mats. I have several of them. I use them for maybe hundreds of puzzles over the year. But I also recently discovered that puzzle mats are a little bit controversial in the puzzle community. Again, it's surprising to me because I use so many of them. Some people believe that a puzzle mat will warp the pieces of the puzzle you store in it. Never happened to me. Other things like that they are inconvenient, that the pieces move around too much. The pieces do move around a little bit when you store them in a puzzle mat. But other than that, it's a storage system that I like. Now, if you order a puzzle mat these days, you're likely to receive something like this, with an inflatable core, a mat made of felt, and then 2 or 3 elastic bands that you use to hold the puzzle together. The Uxio system is different. The overall idea is still the same. You're going to have a core with a mat that rolls around it and is held together by bands. But first, it comes with a holder, with a bag, which is really neat. So it fits in this bag. You can carry your puzzle around when you go wherever it is that you start a puzzle in one location and realize, no, I want to finish somewhere else. So you can transport it. So that's really nice. As for the materials, the different thing is that the mat itself, instead of being felt, which again is 99% of the puzzle mats that I've seen, I guess ever, but definitely in the last decade or so, this one is made of the same material that gamers among you know, is exactly the same material of card mats. If you play Magic the Gathering or games like that, those mats that you put on the table to prevent cards from sliding a little bit around too much, that's exactly what this is made for. You can recognize the typical back here, and the other side is precisely that material. And they're thinking, ooh, I do have some puzzle mats at home, who knew? As for the core, it's a compromise, I believe, between the soft inflatable core mat that you have these days and the old school sturdy puzzle mats. In my days, when I was young, puzzle mats used to have a core of sturdy cardboard. Now it's a pool noodle. That's kind of the material there. So it's sturdier than inflatable mat, but also softer than cardboard. It comes with 3 bands to seal it, and they're a lot tougher than regular or other brands of puzzle mats. Other brand of puzzle mats, this would be what you have, with a little bit of Velcro here, and that's it, which is just good enough. But in case you're worried, these ones are tougher because they come with a plastic, whatchamacallit, which is a technical term. The plastic whatchamacallit allows you to put the Velcro through it and then lock it that way, so you can get really, really tight. This is the general idea. Now I'm going to show you and to test how it works. I started a puzzle in here. I solved about half of it. I solved the edges and part of the central area. And plus I left a couple of other pieces loose around. And then I sealed it with the bands. As I said, they're pretty tough. They're not going to come undone by mistake if you're worried about that. So we're gonna now open it. I'm gonna unroll it, and we see what happened. We're talking about the material again. This is just card mat. So you see the back that really hugs the table nicely, doesn't slide around, and the top allows cards, or turns out puzzle pieces, to move around easily without getting stuck, which is an advantage. Felt sometimes they get cut a little bit. Again, that never bothered me, but I saw a lot of people online complain about felt puzzle mat. So here we go. Let's unroll it and see what happened to the puzzle. So definitely, I mean, my impression here is the noodle thingy, the pool noodle that you find as the core. And you got the little brand, really cute looking there. my first impression here from this test is that it holds your puzzle just the way you expect from felt and from traditional, or from, you know, most other puzzle mats, not more, no less, which is when you have an edge, when you have connected areas, they will hold together, and you just give it a little bit of a rub like so, and they'll just fit. So it holds together your solved parts, and you just go like this. When you open a puzzle mat, 30 seconds, a minute, you just remake things. And again, say this one was, where was this one? No, I'm gonna solve it again. There you go, there it goes. Again, average, when you use a puzzle mat, you expect that when you open it, you will redo some parts. It's not particularly strong when it comes to holding together loose pieces. Before this, what I'd done, I put these loose pieces in the shape of a P. Just wanted to see if more or less they would retain that shape, and that was not the case at all. So maybe the fact that this is a little smoother than felt, it prevents the pieces from sliding around, but again, it's not particularly effective in holding loose pieces together. I almost wonder, actually, put this part of the puzzle and then it just fell off. I don't know, I don't remember now. I'll fix it later if that's the case. So it's a nice looking mat, no doubt, and I like the bag, I like those straps. Again, it never happened to me that the regular straps came undone, but definitely I'm not gonna worry about that happening here. It's a nice mat overall. I don't know that it's that you, quote unquote, that you need it. I don't know it has any intrinsic advantages compared to the felt ones. The biggest advantage to me is that the pieces don't get caught on the felt when you solve it, but then you have, again, the fact that they may not, especially the loose pieces, they just don't stay there, don't remain in position as much. And this is my general assessment of Uxio puzzle mat. You know, if before committing, you want to try to make one with a noodle and a Magic the Gathering mat that you have at home, I guess you can try that also before maybe you go pro with this one.